What the heck is that fish? That's a nice flathead cat. It's a nice flathead, folks. Sorry, I had to go for the rod. What the heck is that fish doing in the shallows? Dang. Man, what were you doing in the shallows, fishy? Sheesh. Sorry about that, folks. I had to go for the rod. Hey, folks. Thanks for coming back in. Hope you enjoyed the show today. Man, that's a nice flathead, folks. Dang. All of a sudden, I looked over, the rod was trying to pull in. What the heck, man? That fish didn't fight. I think he's in right by the bank. I got him good. Not that great. He'll come out, though. Yeah, solid 7 or 8 pound flathead, folks. Hey, that line wasn't cast out. And we just sat right by the bank. Well, no skunk. I mean, I was gonna we're back, folks. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the show and all that stuff. And yeah, I even got the camera. I bumped her on the way over here. And I just tried to pull a rod in, man. Hey, that's a nice flathead, folks. That's a gorgeous fish. She really didn't fight all that much. That was on my big rod, though. So, oh no, actually, that was on my smaller rod. Interesting. That's a gorgeous flathead, folks. I'm gonna say about 7, 8 pounds. I'll tell you what. Let me get a weight on her. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Welcome back to MBP Fishing. Yes, sirree. Thanks for coming back in, my friends. Hope you enjoy the show today. Now, I'm gonna say about 7.5, 8 pounds on this one. She's not a river monster, but she's a river brute for sure. And there's our scale. I knew it was in that bag. I just couldn't find it. And just looked over, and that rod was going in. Oh, well. Surprising when you take your eye off that rod. Stuff like that happens. Yeah, I don't think she realized she was hooked until she came into the shallows. That would explain why she didn't fight all that much. So we've got 7.95. Locked in 7.95, so almost 8 pounds. Gorgeous first fish, folks. Beautiful. Hey, a flatty. That's a nice flathead, too. Solid first fish. Yeah, I didn't get a chance. All I did was, I just got the, well, actually, I was going to change the title, but I never got the chance. Gorgeous fish, folks. I love it, my friends. All right. Yeah, we're back on our regular spot, folks. As you guys can see. All right. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was on my light, folks. Folks, what I did was I just said, flip that out right there, and I'd put the rod down. Yeah, I ain't got my other rod rigged up yet. And I just put that there, and yeah. And all else is all that other stuff. I'd appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. I dropped my hook and stuff. There it is. There it is, folks. I was trying to get this other rod rigged up. I was setting up the camera, and all of a sudden I looked over. The rod was trying to pull in. I'm like, oh, I better get it. Good, Michael. That's a given. If your rod's going in, grab it. I appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. Hope you enjoyed the show today. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let me find a clip for this one here, and we'll get this out here, and we'll I ain't turned anything on, folks. I barely had time to press the button on the mic feed. If this goes, let's see, right here. So, man, that was a fight and a half, wasn't it? What the heck was that flathead doing right in by the bank? You guys missed part of that fight because I just pressed the button, and like 8 or 9 seconds of it, it was still loading. Oh, well. At least you guys got to see the fish. All right, that is rigged up. All right, let's get some bait on these rods and get them back. Get them back in the water. Dang, I can't believe that fish hit like that. That was a weird one, folks. That was kind of gives you an idea of what the fish are doing, though. They seem to be closer into the bank today. Yeah, after our last trip down there on that really bad rocky stuff, I decided, you know what? More press. Let's go fish a little easier bank for once. Because I don't think I could have taken another day down there on them rocks. I really don't. I think that would have killed me. That bar's coming by, folks. Hope you guys enjoy the show today. And thank you for tuning in. All right, I think this one's ready. I was going to cast this one further down to the left, further down to the right. Come on, line, get off the tip. Here we go. Yeah, we're just getting started, folks. I'm not even going to cast these very far out. I mean, obviously. Fish are in right by the bank. Why cast out? One rod's out. One rod's back out. I mean, I didn't know that one was out. The first rod. Sheesh, dude. Crazy when they do that kind of stuff, huh? You guys are enjoying the show today, my friends. Hope you have an awesome weekend. Appreciate you dropping by. We're just about got these ready, folks, and I'll get our tablet out of our bag, boot that up, and while we're doing that, I get my Colonel Klink lenses on and get ready to check that chap. Yeah, it happens sometimes, folks, down here. I'll just take a cast, right, and I'll sit there for a minute, nothing. So I'll go, oh yeah, let's set up the camera. I'll go over there and set up the camera, and before I look back and press the button to go live, the rod tried to pull in on me. Yeah, she did. She about pulled my rock out of the ground. I mean, my stick out of the ground on that one. All right, that looks okay. And again with that rod tip, I'm gonna have trouble with that. I was using a rooster tail a little bit yesterday. We got storms coming in, 75, 80 degrees. We do have a raincoat on us and jacket and all that other stuff, but we're gonna see how long we can get out here and fish, folks. All right, rods are out. Get our tablet out. If you guys are enjoying the show today, see, turn that on. That only takes a minute to boot up because this is a brand new tablet. And we get our Colonel Klink lenses out of our bag. Yeah, someone yell if the rod tries to pull in on me, okay? I don't get my stuff up, man. I was setting the camera up and all of a sudden that rod tried to pull in. All right, Colonel Klink lenses are in. That line's a little slack on this one, but that's okay. All right, we're booted up. Turn it on now. Android is starting. Yeah, I muted the hello mortal thing. That freaks me out. Yeah, that hello mortal thing. I muted that. Took me a while to figure out how to do it too. We are on to YouTube here. Come on, you little stinker, boot up, boot up. And we might be in for some fun today, folks. We might be interesting content. And here we are. Here we are, my friends. Let's see, good old boy, what's going on, good old boy? Good old boy says, you got a mic now. Yes, sir. The way you guys don't have the audio background messing with you. Let's see, Bammy says, unless it's just me, Indiana, you're probably too young to know Indiana Jones. Let's see, Bambi says hi, and with the prayers. Let's see, Cindy, how you doing, Cindy? Cindy B, how you doing? Cindy says hi, Mike. Let's see, Bambi says, hey, girl from across the water. Let's see, Cindy says hi, Bambi. Let's see, Caleb, what's going on? 19 people in, 13 thumbs up. Smells of fish, man. Air, man, nothing beats it. Yep, nothing beats it, my friend. I try to get a camera angle where you guys feel like you're right down on the water with me. Let's see, Abigail, what's going on? How you doing, Abigail? Abigail says, hey, and good luck. See, Bambi says hi. Chris, how you doing today, Chris? Chris says, good luck, Mike. Appreciate that, my friends. Let's see, Abby says, hit that button and go subscribe. Turn on notifications and likes. See, Cindy says, Chris. Let's see, Abigail says, hey, Cindy. See, Chris says, Cindy. And Malik, what's going on? How you doing today, Malik? Malik says, what's up, Mike? Just one brown and two rainbows. Awesome, my friend. No skunk for sure again. Hey, that's one of the hardest things. The two of us, we got the skunk out of the water. Come on. Got him, folks. Yeah, that's a little small. Well, that might not be. Ah, got him. Second fish of the day, folks. Number 2. Yeah, I can kind of manhandle these guys with my bigger rods. That flatty had no. Yeah, you got to be about 20 pounds before I can have any kind of fight with this broad, and which happens quite a bit down here, by the way. Awesome fish, folks. Number 2. So we've caught one, like 7.9 pound flathead, and this is about a pound drum. Second fish of the day, my friends. Beautiful. I ought to cut that up, but Nightcrawler worked for the sucker, so well, let's get in here close for you guys so you can check him out. I love drum. They keep me busy all day and all night long. All night long. All night. Let me go, Michael. Okay. Them drum get in my head sometimes. Crazy. All right. See you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wake up, dummy. Yeah, these guys always go. Dang it. Wake up. Wake up. There he goes. They're weird sometimes. Yeah, we might be in for it, folks. That was another nice one. That was on just like our first one. That was on a big rod. So first a big old flatty. Well, not monstrous flathead, but still a decent sized flathead. As opposed to our 2 and 3 inch flathead we catch down here a lot of the times. Yeah, that was a mature one. That was a breeder, a teenage, 18, 20 or 18, 19 years old, something like that, is in flathead years. I think they're actually older than that because they let's see, flathead grow massive, and they're one of those species that don't die of old age, but they also grow quite slowly. And that first little bit can take them forever to get. Once they start getting a certain size, then they start growing. But they got to be about maybe 5, 6, yeah, about 5, 6 pounds before they can really get some decent sized food in their bellies. And that was just cast like right. Yeah, that was a little further than that, but not much. Eh. It's hard to tell. The current just died down on me again. All right, that's about right. It was only about maybe a half a foot off. We're right on the ledge right now, folks. So that's kind of my stick right now. I think these fish are very localized in this spot, right? So there's a ledge that goes down this here. The majority of it's like open water. It's like flat, slow descending, and you got a quick drop off, and a little further down, you got another quick drop off. So the spots in between doesn't seem like there's much going on in them, but the spots that those drop offs, they seem to be hitting. Let's see what's going on in chat. Let's see, Chris says Cindy. Malik says, I got you. Let's see, Chris says Malik. Let's see, Cindy says hi, Malik. Let's see, Malik says Chris. Let's see, Chris says, yep, number 2. And our tablet's acting crazy. Hope that's not on this side. No, it's not on this side. But we are way off camera angle, aren't we? Alrighty. That's better. Okay. Yeah, we were way off camera angle. We got some sloppy mud down here too, folks. Yeah, I don't know why my tablet's acting like that. Connection to the internet? Offline, check your internet. Oh, I might have. Yep, I bumped cellular data when I was screening the clean off. I mean, cleaning the screen off. Duh. Cleaning the screen off. I can't believe I just said that, folks. La Stasi and the Freds and the Clark and Braden boy. Let's see, 10 people and 14 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Bambi says, got him. Let's see, Indiana, what's going on? How you doing, Indiana? Indiana says, LOL. I had the book Indiana Jones before it was a movie. Yeah, I had the book, but the movie came out, and yeah. Let's see, Bambi says, woo. Chris says, nice. Cindy says, nice catch. Bambi says, yes, good movie. It was a popular in its time, but you know, graphics and stuff. Eh. Yeah, a lot of that was so kind of fake that a guy ripping a guy's heart out, and you're going, oh boy. Let's see, Bambi says, it was an explorer. Cindy's laughing her butt off. I'm sure, I'm glad you are. Let's see, Spawn, what's going on? How you doing, Spawn? Let's see, Bambi's also laughing her butt off. Hi, everyone. Hello from Hungary. Let's see, Chris says, I'm also an explorer. Let's see, 14 people in and 15 thumbs up. See, Chris says, hi, Varga. I don't get that one. His name is Spawn. Oh, I guess you guys know better than me. Hey, we caught 2 so far, folks. And that's stuck out there. Yeah, it had me nervous. Yeah, there's a snag right in front of me. And I'm fishing right on top of it with my big rod. Now, it's wood, so I should be able to bend the hooks out if I do get snagged there, which obviously I'm going to do eventually. You guys enjoy the show and hope you're having an awesome, awesome Sunday. Now, that one got some gunk on it. I could see the rod was kind of bending on me, so. Yeah, we've got our big rod in close and our small rod out deep. I know, crazy, right, folks? But that's what's been working down here. If I put my close rod in shallow, I don't get crap. And also, if I put my small my big rod out deep, I don't get crap either. So I'm not the fish. I tell them it don't make no sense to me. Oh, that's a pop. I saw that. Ooh, that was a nice pop. Made that line go slack on me. That wasn't me bumping that rod. I didn't even know where I cast that. Yeah, I just did a blind blind cast on that one. Whoa! Leave me alone, Mr. B. Shoo! Don't bother me. An entire river and that bee finds me. Yep. Oh, boy. Yeah, that bee found me. Let's see, Spawn says hi, Chris. Let's see. Let's see. Cindy says Spawn. Spawn says hi. Let's see. Spawn says Cindy, have fun. Yep. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Let's see. 12 people in and 17 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let me tell you what. I'm gonna go to my. I didn't put on any short feeds, so I'm gonna go to my main account here. Let's see if I can do this real quick. This is how fast I can usually make a short feed. So I'm going to go to my see your videos, live feed. And we're going to go to this, turn the volume down real quick, and we are going to find a fishy here to. I'll go over there and set up the camera and before I look back, press the button to go live. A lot of pull in on me. Now I don't want the latest live feed. I want one of our previous. Is it 10 years? Let's see if I can do this, folks. So what I want to do is I want to take this, pause this right here. I've got save, edit, report. I want to cut this out. How do I forgot how to do this. I haven't done this in a while. Playback quality, lock screen, more, loop. Nope, that's not it. There should be an option here to cut, and I don't see it. Ask, share, remix. There it is. I found it. Edit into a short. I forgot how to do that. All right. Now just upload that. Yeah, from a live feed, if you can get the right camera angles, you can make a great day. I'll put that in yellow. Done. Pull that up a little bit. And we have no option to make music to that, so we're just going to add that. And that will be uploaded. I'm going to put the hashtags in this one because I want this one to push as much as possible. Push that back. We only 100. Yeah, when you're putting a short in, folks, you need to add the hashtags. As many hashtags as you can get in that pertain to you. So if you're a hunting and fishing channel and you put hashtag meteorite, yeah, it's not probably not gonna help. And we've got related video. We are going to go to this one, add to playlist, and I'll do that later. And pay promotional brand, no. That's the altered content, no. And we are going to put our tags in real quick. Outdoors. See, something you guys never see. Entertainment. Fishing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day. All right, that's our quick short feed. That's going to be uploading. I can get rid of this and let that upload. That'll only take a minute to upload. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Yeah, I didn't have. I was gonna do that down here, but I never had the opportunity. Yep, something's still hitting it over there. Something's ticking it up. See what he does. Looks feels like he got almost all the bait off. Yeah, for the most part. Got a lot of that stuff off. We're gonna put first of our summer garden night crawlers, folks. These I've been using sparingly our big night crawlers. These are the first of our younger ones. So the new stock for the rest of the year. That should be uploaded by now. Yeah, that's something you guys never see on YouTube. Actually, watch a person create a short feed. Now that's a simple short feed. I can also go into editing and do quite a bit more with that. UCut is a very good tool when you're editing and creating like short feeds and other things. But that's pretty much it. Let's see. Go back to our backup account and let's see. Here we are. Here we are. Let's see, Monster. What's going on? How you doing today, Monster? I got to turn the volume back down. See, Spawn says hi, Chris. Spawn says hi, everyone. Monster says hi. Let's see. Monster says Chris. Monster says hi, Cindy. Yeah, not a river monster, not a river cat monster on our big rod, but we did get a nice flatty about 7.5 pounds, right in the beginning of the feed. Bambi says hi all. Let's see. Bambi says Gary, I always miss you. Let's see. Bambi says hi. Let's see. Chris says honey. Let's see. Bambi says hey, hi Honeycut. Wait, I miss Honeycut. Oh, yep, there we are. Honeycut. Honeycut says hi. See 15 people in and 22 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you guys enjoy the show today. Yeah, I thought after doing on them that steep rock stuff, it was better we go back to our regular haunts because that stuff really tore me up the other day. Let's see, Bambi says, "Hey, Honeycut. Hey, Doctor Honeycut. Yeah, please don't forget to like and subscribe, my friends. Share us out. Pretty easy to share. I mean, all you do is you go up here, you go up to the double dots, see where it says share, just press that button. Oh, thank gummit. I did not want to do that. I meant share. Sheesh. Create post. And just put a smiley face in there with the post so it'll go through. And there's a share. Oh, there's a pop. Oh, you little stinker. Missed him. Yeah, he's pecking on it pretty good. Ooh, I wonder what that was. Yeah, we still got some active fish out here, folks. And you like that little night crawl I put on there. And sometimes your fresher worms, like the younger ones will work better than the older ones. I guess it's like older steak, right? An old cow's it's not gonna taste quite as good as a younger one. Older deer and that sort of thing. That was not a very good cast. Yeah, I'm still getting acclimatized with this big rod. I keep forgetting I got to put a little bit more umph on it. Not much, just a little bit. That was a good bite. I missed that one. I was going ding, 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 ding. All right, that's stabilized. Yeah, I did a kamikaze on this one. I don't know where the heck I threw it because I wasn't looking when I threw it. I was basically getting a bite on the other rod, so I went to the other rod, and yeah, that, as they say, is that. I don't like doing that. I like seeing where I cast my rod, where I cast my baits, because if I get a bite in that spot, I want to make sure I get it back. Like if I get a bite and miss it, if I get that bait back in there, chances are that fish is going to hit again. Train, folks. First train of the day. If here comes our first train. Got a little muck on our line, not much. All right, we are going to cast that like right on in the middle out there. Let that drift. All right, that is situated. Put that right down. And there we go. That's going to drift until she gets into a little better location. All right, we're looking good now. Emmy says, tight lines, Mike. I have to go. All right, Cindy, thank you for dropping by, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, Cindy. Come back soon. Chris says, bye, Cindy. Bambi says, okay. Bye, Cindy, and prayers. I see Chris says, share the like out, Mike. Appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 13 people in, 24 thumbs up. Bambi says, me too. And Bambi with the prayers and the thumbs up emojis. And a lot of other emojis that I don't really recognize. Yeah, on this thing, it looks like Santa Claus. That's a cool train there. Yeah, it's probably carrying like cars and other things up and down the country, folks. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my Modog mug. I won one. I still haven't gotten it yet. All right, we're looking good, folks. 17 people in and 25 thumbs up. And again, Chris, thank you so much for that share. I really, really do appreciate it, buddy. I'm not kidding you guys. I get almost no shares. I mean, if doing 5 and 6, oh, there's a heck back. Come on, doing 5 or 6 live feeds a week, you think you get more than 3 shares, but then again, that does just go to show that a lot of my viewers have the bell pressed. Tell you what, Danny hasn't been in, folks. Let me make sure I get you guys a couple wrenches while I'm over here. Yeah, let me make sure to get a couple wrenches. Let's see here. Let's see, good old. I'm going to add you. Number 1. There you go. Yours is back. And Indiana, you're also been in quite a bit recently. And let's see. All right, I think, where is Monster? I've got Indiana here. Hang on, folks. I'll be back out and just, yep, the real Monster. And there you go. There's 3 new jackets given out, folks. Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4 days before we start giving those wrenches out a lot more. See 12 people in and 28 thumbs up. MB says, me too. Let's see, Chris with the emoji. Let's see, Good Boy says, hey, MVP, I'm back. You're back, my friend. Let's see, Chris says, yep, don't forget to like and subscribe and share. The live out with the with help. Yep, definitely helps the channel. You guys don't realize, if you don't, may or may not realize it, when you share a live feed out, it doesn't matter if it's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, on YouTube. YouTube analyzes those shares and immediately picks up that and then pushes you back a little bit more. Let's see, Chris says, boy 17. Let's see, I caught my PB yesterday. It was 4.2 pounds. That's a nice bass, my friend. Let's see, Bambi says, nice one, good. Let's see, Chris says, nice, congratulations. All right, 14 people in and 28 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hopefully that little 15-second short feed that I cut off of our previous live feed will help push us in even more. I usually put out 3 or 4 short feeds, but I really haven't had the time to be doing anything recently. I barely got 2 hours out yesterday and about a half-hour fishing before it poured down rain on me. And we're supposed to start raining here around 2 o'clock. I have the raincoat and the umbrella, and I've got a stick standing by. We can set up the umbrella over the cell phone if it really starts pouring down. See what's going on with this one. They are just not hitting that one very good. I've got very little weight on it. I mean, it's only like maybe 3/8 of an ounce. It's not that much, especially in that current. It's ripping right in this one spot. And I don't want to cast it to the left, even though right to the left over here, it changes current because there's a lot of snags over there. People have been really, really fishing this spot, folks. There's some several spots where there's scales. You can see people have been cleaning fish down here. It's not illegal to do it down here. It's just bad taste to do it down right where you're fishing. I don't like the idea of fish that I'm keeping. The next day I could come down and that fish might be eating his cousin. And his stomach might be full of blech. Because fish will eat each other if you throw their guts and entrails and stuff around. Yeah, they are not picky about that sort of thing. And all my entire coffee just poured out. Cute. All right, never mind. No worries about that. Almost all of it. We almost lost all our coffee. A couple of sips left. That lid leaks. That's an older cup. Let's get one more one on here. Get her back out here. I wonder if there's anything in here shallower. It's a curiosity. I mean, that's where they were hitting a minute ago, but I don't know. I can cast this one in shallower. This is 6-pound test, so it's going to hold in here a little bit better. All right, that's on the bottom. Quickly lift that up so it doesn't get caught in the current much. Get that back down. Missed the stick. Get off it. Jeez Louise. Homemade sticks. And homemade rod holders. You got to deal with that sort of thing. I had some rod holders, but they get. We were fishing down here in the sand, and the sand collapsed in down here in higher water when she was raising. I never did find them. Let's see. Oh, hike 7. Let's see. Oh, Ike says, I don't know about your area, but seems like the crazy storm's moving through. Is the river acting any different? Honestly, no, but it doesn't mean it. We're down in the Arch in St. Louis, my friend. We're down on the mighty, muddy Mississippi River, and we are getting some storms coming in around 2 o'clock. Yeah, so we're supposed to have off and on drizzle and stuff for a little bit, and then she's supposed to like a constant, not super heavy rain, but yeah, enough for me to have to put on my raincoat and put an umbrella over the cell phone so you can so she doesn't get ruined. See Flava, what's going on? How you doing, Flava? Flava says he's number 28. Awesome, my friend. 18 people in and seeing 34 thumbs up. Flava says hi. Flava says hello, MODs. See, Bambi says, hey, Dave. I missed you, Dave. Yep, Dave. See, Bambi says, always a pleasure to see you. Always a pleasure to see you too, Flava. Let's see, Mario, what's going on? How you doing, Mario? Mario says, yo. Flava says, right back at you, beautiful Bambi. Let's see, Bambi says, yo, Mario. Flava says, monster. Let's see, Bambi says, aw. Let's see, Flava says, yep, train. Bambi says, yep. Yep, they go around quite a bit, folks. I'm surprised Sundays, they usually aren't running that much, but what do I know? Bambi says, yep. Let's see, and Tommy, what's going on? How you doing, Tommy? Tommy says, Chris. Hope you guys enjoying the show. We've already caught two today. One like nice 7.5 pound, 7.9 pound flathead, and a about a pound drum. See, Tommy says, my sister from another mother. Yeah, that's just yeah, you gotta be. Oh, ugh. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised the first time Chris and Tommy meet that he doesn't dump a bucket of water over his head. Oh, wait a minute, you guys fish together, don't you? Never mind. Oh yeah, he did throw him in the river that off that pier at one time, didn't he? Yeah, I forgot you guys fish. You're pretty close to each other. You both live in the Netherlands, and if you live in the Netherlands, you're 2 hours from everyone. Literally. Let's see. Tommy says, "I'm doing awesome, Mike. How are you? Doing great, my friend. Let's see how long the storms hold off on us." Seeing Paul, what's going on? How you doing, Paul? Paul says, "Good fishing. Prayers and good luck." Monster says, "Let's go." Monster says, "How's it going, everyone?" Let's see. Tommy says, "We are more men just sleep together. We do." Oh boy, I did not need to know that. Don't put that picture in my head, Tommy. Let's see. Bambi says, "Hey, Paul, caught some of your shorts yesterday." Let's see. Tommy says, "No, Mike, I don't live in the Netherlands." Huh. Okay, Netherlands. Maybe it's Johan. I'm sorry, I got you mixed up. I'm sorry. Locations. I remember you guys. Is I don't remember all the time of this stuff. Oh well. Let's see. Bambi says hi, Tom. Let's see. Monster with a shout out. Let's see. Claudio, what's going on? Claudio says hi. Let's see. And Bambi laughing her butt off. I'm sure someone's finding it amusing. Ew, but, uh, that's what I get for trying to remember something. Whenever I remember something, I remember it wrong. I am. I'm terrible with names, folks. I never forget a face, and names and locations they're similar. I know Pier does. Interesting. And where is that holding? Well, that's holding pretty good out there. I like that. So that's holding like it's not that far down, but it's pretty far out. Is it a bite? Hmm. No. Tell you what, I catch come down here to this spot and catch anything. It's so much easier than fishing the. Now we'll be back on that granary spot soon enough, folks. I do know that was an exciting location, but man, that is tough to fish. Plus, the view's not nearly as good down there. Even for me, I'm stuck in there. All I see is a gigantic iron wall. And all day long, turn it off, it's driving me nuts. Yep. I don't know about you guys, but at the end of that feed, my ears were ringing something fierce. Because you might not have noticed it, but that stuff down there, that's just loud. Mic feed does kind of cut down the volume per se, but she's still freaking loud. Just coffee, folks. Just straight up coffee, my friends. Mhm. Let's see. Bambi says, Claudio. And hi, Monster, and thank you. Let's see. Bambi's laughing her butt off again. 12 people in, 57 thumbs up. Incredible, my friends. Let's see. Motorcycle fisherman. How you doing, motorcycle fisherman? Motorcycle fisherman says hi. How you doing today, buddy? Hope you're enjoying the show and hope you're having an awesome Sunday. If you're new to the channel, we're down here on the big old mighty muddy Mississippi River. We're down in St. Louis. If you go like a quarter mile down that way, you'll hit the arch. Let's see. Chris says, Tommy, my brother, from another mother. Talking from another sister and from another. I don't get that lineage. Let's see. Chris says, monster. Let's see. Bambi says, oh, so he was right. How else do you laugh? Let's see. Chris says, Mr. Fisherman. So far, we've caught one like almost 8 pound flathead, 7.96, something like that, and one nice drum about a pound. I think we're doing good. If you guys want to put that up, I'll pin that up for you guys. Whoever puts it up first. Let's see, one 7.9 pound flathead and one freshwater drum. Yeah, I don't know how to use this other stuff here. Uh, boy, we have someone saying something right now. I got to come back. Ah. Let's see, X, what's going on? XO, how you doing, Edits? Edits asks, any luck? Yeah, we've caught one like 7.9 pound flathead and a pound drum so far today. Up as a pop. I was pecking on that rod. I can always toss a little worm bed soil and stuff in. A lot of times that'll get them to hit. Let's see. You got it, Bambi. Let me pin that up, my friend. And there you go. Yeah, that drifted all the way down now, so I'm gonna have to reel her in. Eventually, this does drift, but it takes it a couple minutes. Let's see, get another worm on here. We're just using good old-fashioned garden variety worms. They're very effective down here, folks. Every species of fish will hit these guys down here. From good old American eel to big flathead, blue cat, freshwater drum, common carp, grass carp, buffalo, you name it. They love these little guys. And that had a little peck bite, so let's see what's going on with it. Yeah, that's just the weight spinning. Yeah, we've got a particular type of weight that holds better in the bottom. Like see, it slides. It doesn't get snagged nearly as easily, and huh. And that drifted again really bad that time. That's all the way down again. Yeah, if I put on any more weight, these guys won't hit. They'll feel that weight and just spit it out. That's why you have a lot of people down here like, I fished for 3 hours and all I caught was nothing. Just, chances are your bait was gone in 5 minutes. These guys are very good at getting the baits off. I might have to put that this hook on here, and I might have to re-rig her so she's got a bigger leader because with the way that current is rushing around, I might just need a longer leader. We're gonna find out. See, I didn't bring my clippers. No, again, I didn't bring my clippers. All right, let's get back in chat. Let's see. Bambi says, if any of y'all want to add to that, I definitely won't be offended. No worries, my friend. See 15 people in and 42 thumbs up, and I do appreciate all those reactions, my friends. Helps out the channel so much. Come on, guys. Yeah, you can just feel the pressure down here, folks. Yeah, there's definitely some storms around. That was a pop. Man, that was drifting. Something to grab that while she was drifting. So all of a sudden, that rod was doing that, and suddenly it went dit dit real hard. Yeah, you can just feel the humidity, the pressure in the air, folks. That's a nice fish that hit the surface right there. I don't know what the heck that was. Hey, we got out, folks. I'm glad we got out today. I wasn't sure I was even going to make it. We're looking good, folks. And that is holding there. I'm just not sure how snagged up she is. It's not holding right over there. Stuck on the bottom. And you can tell people have been fishing down here, folks, because all you can smell is like rotten cut bait and stuff on the bank. I know people do that down here because they don't want to deal with cleaning up the fish and stuff at home, but it's just common etiquette to do it away from where you're fishing. That way the next fisherman doesn't have to suffer the smell of whatever you caught, cut up, and cleaned, and yeah. I think you can do that right too, folks. You can clean them right at the edge of the water where that stuff gets washed away. Now, majority of people did it way up there. It's gonna take a week for the flies to clean it up. Eventually, they'll get it. Eventually. She cooled down out here, folks. She really did. And that temperature plummeted. It was hot out here earlier, and now she's getting cool. It looks like it's gonna hold better that time. Let's see. Fishing Babe, what's going on? How you doing? Fishing Babe says hi again. Bambi says, I like your name, babe. 22 people in it, 44 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. How you doing today, babe? Drop something on there. Yeah, I couldn't have worn my jacket down here because it was like 85 degrees when I came down here. Now it feels like it's like 60. Let's see, Bambi says I subbed. He's a fishing gamer. All right, I got you, my friend. There's nothing wrong with fishing video games. I used to play them too when they on the console thingies, but they got too expensive over the years for me to be able to afford that stuff. Used to play those fishing games a lot in the wintertime when I was stuck indoors. And thank you, Bambi, for subbing up, my friend. See, 21 people in and 44 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. There's a that was something. I'm just glad I got out and got the lines wet. I really am. I debated whether or not to even go fishing today with the storm, the impending rain and stuff, but sure I'm glad I did now. Much happier if this rain holds off for another hour or two. Yeah. Crap, get off it. Yeah, that's one problem with homemade sticks, homemade rod holders. You're gonna have that thing getting on the way all the time. Yeah, that's a drop off. When I roll over that's that spot where the water gets shallower to deeper in that one spot. I was trying to see if there's anything out there deeper, but I'm not sure if there's going to be. Yeah, they seem like they're in shallow right now. Yeah, it looks beautiful down here. It is a great view. And boy, that looks like some heck of storms down there. Coming up river. Boy, that's some bad stuff coming up river, folks. Tell you what, I better check the weather forecast because I don't want to get stuck in something too severe. Let me check that on my backup phone here. See 17 people in. Let's see. Otto, what's going on? Yep, we're on the Mississippi. Yep, we are. We're on the mighty, mighty Mississippi River down by the Arch in St. Louis. How you doing, Otto? Thanks for coming in. I hope you enjoyed the show today. What's the weather right now? Search. No thanks. So we have moderate, light to moderate. Precipitation 30%. A wind 5 miles per hour. At let's see, 2 o'clock looks like she might be raining. Then after that, she's clear. So we might try to set through it if it's not too bad. I do have a raincoat and I do have an umbrella. Yeah, I think we're going to try to set through this. Try to get at least 2 or 3 hours in. And these guys can really start hitting if Otto says under the Arch in St. Louis. We're about a quarter of a mile upriver from her. So if you go down about a quarter of a mile that way, you'll be literally right on the Arch grounds. Let's see, we got a fishing dude. Fishing dude says here, fishy, fishy. Fishing got a dude says hi. How you doing today, got a dude? See Mahad, what's going on? How you doing, Mahad? Mahad with the fishy emojis. Mahad says hi. Let's see, Bambi says hi. 13 people in it, seeing 47 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see, yep. Got a fish dude. Bambi says MOHD. The clap, the prayers, and the strong and 100% emoji. See, Mahad says, hi, my big friend. How are you? Doing okay, my friend. We've got some storms coming up the river right now. The weather's saying that's only going to be like moderate. Hopefully we can tolerate doing a stream in this stuff, but already caught one like 7.9 pound flathead and about a 2 pound drum so far. No, that drum was about a pound, so not too big. Mahad says, I don't want to look emoji. See, Mahad says, okay. All right, folks, I'm going to kind of refresh this one rod, and then I'm going to come back and take a closer look at this storm from a distance. She doesn't look too severe, but we are getting some heavy wind from her. Yeah, it was completely still out here not a minute ago, but now the wind starting to pick up. Got me a little worried. The only reason why I get worried down here with storms, folks, because I've quite literally had cell phones ruined down here from the amount of rain that you can get on you. I mean, cell phones that are supposed to be water resistant. Yeah, they're water resistant up to about 2 feet of water, and when you're having like massive amounts of rain coming down on you, it doesn't really matter. It's gonna find the cracks in your cell phone, your little spot where they sealed her up, and Like last year, around this time, I had our cell phone ruined down here. Now, oddly enough, I have my scooter out here with me. They can get bothered. An electric scooter, but the cell phone got destroyed. I think those are good right now, folks. Let me grab my stuff and get a little bit further back here so I can see what this storm is doing. Looks like we might be getting the edge of Earth. Nothing upriver. Nothing over in Illinois. Across river. Seems like it's right that way. Interesting. Let me check the radar just to be sure. What's the radar right now in St. Louis? Oh, I say what's the radar right now, and it says the AI gives me partly cloudy skies with a few passing spotty showers. Show more. Okay, show more. Come on, load up. And you're always using web browsers. It takes forever to load up. And now we have a commercial. Why do we have a commercial when we're... Oh, yeah. All right, so let's see what that storm is doing. So St. Louis, there are some bad stuff around, but it looks like it might miss us. Usually you get a radar that you can just press it and it goes active. Like it shows the forecast of what it's going to do. And here we go. This is it. Oh, wow. All right, so let's see. There are some significant storms, but it looks like it's going to miss us. So wait a minute. That's the Missouri and Mississippi River. So we've got a little tiny green going right by, and when that's by, yeah, she's gone after that. We're just getting the very, very edge of that storm. Yeah, we're getting a few drops of rain, but I think we're going to be okay. Let me just make sure to get my my umbrella out here right now, folks. Umbrella and raincoat. Yeah, we are going to be getting a little rain out of this, but not too much. Yeah, my banana umbrella, my banana raincoat. Ah! Our banana coat. That's a bite on that too. Look at that. That's just a bite. Let me put my mic feed. I need to get it off of my thing here and put on my hat right now. Way she stays dry as possible as you can. Usually I put it up here, but with the raincoat on, need to get that off. And this isn't really enough to affect the camera as of yet. We got to kind of watch that. And also, let me make sure to get this. This isn't waterproof, but again, it's water resistant. Yeah, we're just getting the front of this storm, folks. So, Pierre, what's going on? How you doing today, Pierre? Pierre says hi. John says, how much fish is in mind? Let's see, how many fish have we caught today? Let's see, we caught one flathead, about 7.9 pounds, and that's a good sized flathead, and about a pound drum. So we've caught two so far today. 19 people in and 50 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Yeah, this will keep us dry, folks. I mean, there's now the stuff that's over that way, folks. That's some bad stuff. If that was on us right now, I'd be heading for the hills because that's purple and on the radar, purple and yellow and red. This stuff we barely got a little pinch of green, and then we're going to be clear. Boy, that drifted way down there. Man, did that drift. It just doesn't pay to cast out deeper in this spot because you're just going to wind up right by the bank anyways. Yeah, that'll keep us pretty dry, folks. Pretty dry, not 100%, but it'll do. Yeah, those storms might look like they're coming upriver. They're actually going this way, folks. So they're going from northeast, southwest, from west to east. So they're going across the river. So the stuff, yeah, this is the stuff that's hitting us right. That's going to be hitting us, and there's nothing over there. It looks like. So we're just getting the very tip of this storm. Like myself a little bit better in this spot. Yeah, it's very cold rain, folks. Especially when you're wearing shorts. Let's go out a little deeper here. I haven't been getting anything out deep, but we'll try her. Just kind of waiting for this to go by. It's moving very quickly. So this is going to be gone in like maybe another 8 or 10 minutes. I am very glad I didn't go down on those rocks now, because even the slightest bit of yeah, down by that corn and grain, yeah, that would make it an ice skating rink. I couldn't be able to get up that bank. I'd probably have to call 911 and have a helicopter come down and pick me up. All right, I think that's it, folks. We're still getting a little bit of mist out here, aren't we? Straight down range, not too bad, folks. I could set out here and it could pour down rain as long as it was straight down. But when she's blowing around like that, that's a fight. Come on, come on. He was bouncing on it pretty good. Interesting. There's another one. Just peck on it. Kind of leave it alone after that. I'll trick her, check her again. Yeah, I'm still in right past that spot I was telling you about, right where she drops off. I'm still in a little deep. Sorry about the sound from the raincoat, kind of plastic flapping around. All right, if that's it, I think we're good. I think that's good. Yeah, still got the raincoat pretty damp. This isn't my good raincoat either. I grabbed the wrong one. This isn't actually my good raincoat. I got a much better one. Oh, I know where that one was. I got my orange one. It's left it in the. Cause it got real wet the one day. I left it in the house to dry. At least I had one on me. All right, let's come back and check that chat. I think the rain's pretty much stopped, and I'm gonna bring the raincoat on. Never fails. If you put a raincoat on, it won't rain a drop. Let's see. Pierce says hi. Mahad says, "Oh my God, very nice, bro." Thanks, Ahmad. Let's see. Bambi says hi, Pierre. How's fishing? Let's see. Chris says Pierre. Bambi says wow. Pierre says hi. And Gator, what's going on, Colt? How you doing today, my friend? Colt says Pierre, my brother. Let's see. Gator says Mike. Bambi says I'm worried about it. Toting you away. Hi, Gator, sir. I don't weigh that little. I'm close, but not quite that. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did, Cold. I appreciate that donation, my friend. Yeah, if you hadn't donated that, I wouldn't have been able to get through today. I'd have been sitting at home, scrimping and scrounging and trying to find enough for a cup of coffee. Again, I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see 22 people in and 53 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see Bambi with the shout out and that emoji. And don't forget to like and subscribe, my friends. See, Gator says, okay, that was paying you back and giving you some extra, brother. Oh, no worries, my friend. You've been there for me. I don't mind being there for you too, buddy. Yeah, we're all poor, folks. Yeah, we're all poor. So, when one person needs a little bit of help, someone else in our chat usually helps the other person out. Usually, now there are on occasions where everyone's doing crap, but we pinch together those pennies. They go a long way, folks. Yep, Gator says, yep, that's what friends are for. And see, Mammy says, oh, with the heart emojis. $18 incredible people in it, seeing 53 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. You guys are enjoying the windy show. It's blowing out here pretty good, folks. Glad I got a mic feed on her. It'd be really loud. And again, thank you guys so much for those reactions. Helps out the channel so much. Yeah, this is a much better spot compared to the that rocky spot as far as being comfortable. Now, fish wise, sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. But I'll take that big flatty. That was a nice flathead. You know, when it's blowing, dude. Wow, that wind is blowing, folks. Yeah, I think that's it for the rain. But now we're just going to have to manage with the wind afterwards. Because even though we didn't get much rain out of that, the fish are still going to react to that storm going by. So the pressure going up and the pressure going right back down, yeah, they're definitely going to feel it. And see, Bambi says, yeah, you tore him up. Yeah, he did good here, too. Yeah, that was a good spot. I do like that spot. It's just, it's tough to fish. This spot's pretty fun. I mean, this can be far more relaxing and enjoyable. Got the sandy spot here. The road's not far up the hill to the right. Don't have too far of a walk. All right, 16 and 53. Awesome, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Yeah, I got both rods situated in differently here. One's going left, one's going right. And I know that one's going to be snagged up too, because it's in there in that structure. But at the same time, if a fish hits it, I can still get him out of that stuff with that heavier rod. Assuming it's nothing under about 35, 40 pounds. Let's see. No snag. That might be because the sand and stuff is washing down here. Like all the sand and from the barges and everything, it might actually have buried that tree, which does happen sometimes. You'll get that tree, just the erosion, the sand will cover up that tree, top of the tree, and you won't get snagged on it. Yeah, it's one of my slime worms. I don't get many of them this time of the year. Just getting hot enough for them. Yeah, they're growing up, folks. There's the rest of my coffee out. I don't know why I bought this thing. It gets knocked down so easily. All right, that one's back. Let's check this one out. And that one looks okay too. A little bit more worm on here. Making a little stinker. I'm always kind of ashamed to grab these guys before they're big because they get pretty good size. But I've got enough of them. Hopefully they'll last the rest of the year. Not a great spring for them, folks. It's a little cool. Actually, very cool. In fact, that's a very, very cool spring. Ah. I'd rather not put that much weight on there, but at the same time, I want to hold in these spots as good as I can. Looking okay to me. Yeah, I think we could take the umbrella, the raincoat off now, folks. Yeah, I think that was it. It's actually pretty good mist of rain there. I'm surprised the fish weren't hitting really heavily during. Did get me warm too. That raincoat's freaking hot. Here comes a train, folks. There's another train coming from that direction. She's coming from the left. She's coming from the right. I don't like that way that's holding again. It's holding way too shallow. Trains coming. At the one hand, I am kind of sad that I didn't fish that spot again because the fish were hitting so well. At the same time, I know I'd have had a heck of a time getting up and down that bank with even a little bit of rain is going to make it impossible to get that up and down that bank. Thank you so much for those reactions, my friends. It does help the channel out so much. Yep, Bambi says, yeah, the train. See, Chris says, Mike, you remind me of the Beatles song, Yellow Submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. See, Chris says, Gator. Chris says, Hannah. How you doing today, Hannah? Hannah says hi. Let's see, Bamba says, hey, Hannah. How you doing today, Hannah? Bambi says, also good seeing you too. See, Hannah says, I just got home from work. Awesome, my friend. Let's see, Hillbilly says, howdy, howdy, y'all. How you doing, my friend? Doing okay. Just had a storm go by. Hopefully, that's the only one we're gonna have for quite a while. Got a little bit of rain. You know, the rocks got wet, so caught one decent flathead so far, and pretty good freshwater drum. Let's see. Bambi says, "Howdy, howdy, sir." Bambi with the getting stronger emoji. Let's see. And Johnny Lamb, what's going on? How you doing today, Johnny Lamb? Let's see. Lamb says MVP. Chris says Johnny. Johnny says Chris. Hope you guys are enjoying the show and hope you're having an awesome, awesome Sunday. Yeah, I got that rod and the camera feed that time. Well, that's cool train. Apog UASC, check GM, oh, CMA, CGM. That's another CGM. Yeah, I could spend an entire day just reading the names off these crates. There's the green one. There's HASC. Let's see. Rogue says, what country? Oh, we're in the United States of Missouri. We're down in the mighty, muddy Mississippi River. We're down by the Arch in St. Louis, my friend. Thanks for coming in, Rogue. I hope you enjoy the show. How you doing today? Let's see. Bambi says, it's the colors. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Bambi, you got it, my friend. Yeah, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. see Latonya. What's going on? How you doing, Latonya? Let's see. Philip says, MVP, hello, everyone, and good afternoon. And see Fat Cat, what's going on? How you doing, Fat Cat? Fat Cat with a retracted message. Fat Cat says hello. Let's see. Philip says, MVP, hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Let's see. Chris says, Fat Cat. Let's see. Bambi says, hey, girl. 15 people in, 58 thumbs up. Fat Cat says, Chris. I'm not sure if that was just something messing with it over here on the close rod. Nah, that was drifting. Man, that drifted way over. And that current must have started ripping to the left here all of a sudden. I don't know why she drifted over there to the left like that, but she did. I really want this weight off further off the bottom. I'm gonna have to make a leader for this because I want this weight further off the bottom. That's kind of what I think is going on right now. Is this weight is just too close to the bottom right now. I'm gonna have to do a little maintenance here. I don't think I've got a hook in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this off, make a leader real quick off of this. Shouldn't take me a second to do this. I want this further off the bottom. You'd be surprised what 2 or 3 inches is going to do. Wind kept knocking my lighter off. All right, that's cut. So what we're going to do, pretty much cut that heavy duty leader off. And then we're going to simply break her off just a little bit up from right there so that we can switch that around. And I got to make sure I do this right because if you don't do it right, the first fish you got on, you're going to snap your line like a twig. That's got some gunk on it. I had that right. All of a sudden, the wind started blowing heck, too. That's another thing we're going to have to contend with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on, folks. Let me get this tie back on. I need a longer leader, so I know that flathead hit close to the bottom, and that one drum hit close to the bottom, but I don't know. They've been hitting further off the bottom down here recently. What the heck? I don't even think that's my hook. Heck, I just picked up a hook. That's not even my hook. Oh well. Look at this, folks. I picked up a hook off the ground. That's not even one of my hooks. About the exact same size, too. Well, heck, I'll use it. It's not dull. It's pretty good to me. That's a good little hook, too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. it through the hole. Stick it through the hole. Tighten. And pull. And I missed it. I don't believe I did that. I missed that eye. Dang it. That would have slipped right off if I'd had a fish on there. That's that wind getting on me, folks. And I've only got one good eye, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hole through the hole. Make sure to hold it this time. Yes, there you go. That's about twice the length of the leader. All right, we're back. Yeah, I just looked down and there was a hook sitting there. Oh well. Yeah, she don't look bent up or nothing. Still pretty tough. Well, someone's lost in my game. Ah. Get some more worms on here, folks. We're still getting a few droplets of rain out of. Obviously, that storm is so bad that way. It's literally blowing some stuff, and you guys see that they turn the lights on across the river. It got so dark down here. This spot's actually pretty well lit up during the night. Fishy thinks he kind of wanted me to do a live stream today, do a live, and but he does his at night, and unfortunately, I don't drive around the city at night. Yeah, that's not a good idea, especially when you're on a scooter. And that's asking for trouble there. All right, that's about 2.5 times the length of that previous leader. I think this is gonna work, folks. I got a good feeling about her because no one makes their own leaders down here. They use those pre-made ones. They're okay. It's just sometimes the fish are a little further off the bottom. Like if a fish is sitting right here, right now, if he's sitting up here and he's traveling, he's never going to see that bait down there. He might smell it and go and look around, and he might find it. He might not. I mean, this water is kind of mucky. Yeah, we're still getting a few droplets down here. And interesting, I'm not getting snagged down there today. A lot of that bait's gone. Again. Get some of that old stuff off, put some fresh ones on. Yeah, now the humidity's coming back. All of a sudden, it got hot again. No lightning out of this stuff. That's one good thing. A little torrential wind. That's about it. And we're just kind of making sure these rods stabilize in the current before we come back and check that chat. Okay, folks? Looking good. Looking good. Okay. We're good. All right. I feel better about that now. Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. See 15 people on 63 thumbs up. Fishy Things, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? We were just talking about you. Fishy Things says, woo, MVP. Yeah, another awesome channel, folks. If you haven't checked out Fishy Things. Let's see, Bambi says, nice cat today. Hey, Fishy. Fishy says, I bought a $1 pool noodle from Dollar General, and I've been using pieces of it to make super cheap Santa Ana rigs. Oh, I got you. That's an interesting idea. See, Fishy Thing says, hopefully MVP sees it. I think he'll like that back. By the way, folks, if you want to donate, PayPal and Cash App's linked in the description of my main channel. If you do, if you don't, it's okay. It's an option if you want to help support the channel. I like to mention at least once a feed, and that was it. Let's see, Bambi says, just say it again if he doesn't. He can't always see because of the glare. Y'all know that. Well, the glare is okay right now. Not a lot of sun. Now, when the sun comes out, you got it right. Let's see, Bambi says, woo, what are those? Let's see, and Radio, what's going on? How you doing, Radio? Radio says, go MVP, greetings from Cincinnati. How was your water level? Actually going down. Yeah, so we're about maybe 8, 10 feet. 30 feet's flood stage, so we're going down. Now she's stabilized quite a bit. You can tell that she hasn't dropped more than an inch or two in the last couple days, which is probably the reason why that flathead and those drum are starting to come back in here. The water level's starting to stabilize. She's starting to clear up. The fish can tell that stuff. They feel a lot more comfortable about entering the shallows if they can see said shallows. Now, if they're just kind of feeling around, like, say, think about it. In this water, majority of the time, when it's that chalky mud, the fish are pretty much blind. So they're feeling around the bottoms, trying to figure out, like, what depth am I at? Yeah, the pressure here. I must be in the shallows. It's tough for them. See, 14 people in and 64 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. You guys are enjoying the show today. Let's see, Radio says, hey, MVP. I know I've asked you this several times, but where's the arch from you? It's about a quarter of a mile upriver. So if you keep going, like, it's that way. So, yeah. This river does turn to the right here, so not very much. You can see how that bridge far down there to the right-hand corner. It's about a quarter of a mile, give or take. Yes, there's still a few little droplets. That's getting blown. That storm's by, folks, but at the same time, we're still getting a few like little droplets getting blown from that storm. 'Cause I looked at it on the radar, and I took one look, and I had to really zoom in on where we were because we're right on the edge of it. Let's see, Bambi says, "Hey, Radio." Hey, we caught 2 nice fish already, and I'm more than happy. I didn't have to kill myself down on them rocks again. And that granary is a great place to fish, but man, is it tough, especially until she dries out. Oh, that's a buffalo. I saw that fish come all the way to the surface. That's quite a distance out there, I'm afraid. If that's where they're running, man, I would not be able to hold with anything but about 2 ounces. Let's see, Rude, what's going on? How you doing, Rude? Yep, you're on the friends list, Rude. There you go, Rude. Yep, he's been a supporter of my channel since I began it, my friends. See, Rude says MVP. Bambi says hi, Rude. Let's see, and Carly, what's going on? How you doing today, Carly? Carly says hello. Yeah, I think Danny's busy with Miss Giggy today, so I'm kind of manning the chat by myself down here on the river by myself, fishing. You get it. Let's see. Bambi says, "Hey, hey, you, Carly." Let's see. Carly says, "Good, Mike." And Rude says Carly. Yeah, we've caught two so far today, Rude. One nice flathead. That was almost 8 pounds, like 7.95. It stuck there a couple times, so that's and one drum about a pound. Let's see, Carly says Rude. Let's see, Bambi with the heart emojis. Appreciate that, my friends. I hope you're having an awesome, awesome Sunday. Rude says, let's go MVP fishing show. Hey, I'm just glad those storms went by, Rude. They were right on top of us, and I went to my backup cell phone and I checked. Bought that stuff on, and she just looked like they were just barely gonna miss us. They were close. We're on turbo now. Let's see how much juice is left in this battery extender. And that one looks like not dead, so let me check. Just want to make sure she don't go dead on me. That one's got some juice in it. Sorry about that, folks. Had to put that in the. Let's see, Bambi with the thumbs up and the heart emoji. Bambi laughing her butt off. And Rude clapping. Carly says, hey guys, hope you're all having a great day. I'm out for now. Got some adventures to do. Awesome, Carly. Have fun, my friend. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And come back soon. Let's see, Bambi with the fishy emojis, good luck emojis. Alrighty. See, Bambi says, good luck in tight lines. Yeah, the wind blew all our coffee over, so I don't have any more coffee now. Well, again, thanks for coming in, my friend. Yeah, I think those storms are finally past. And that's holding great. I mean, this one's a little slack, but besides that, they seem to be holding okay. I can't hold out here with any less weight than this. This is only like maybe a half ounce, if that. Look how fast that current is moving. The only reason why I'm holding with this because I'm using 6 pound tests on this smaller rod. I'm not even trying to hold over there with my big rod. I'm just casting it right off the edge of that drop off. That's where that flathead was setting, folks. He was. Oh, that's a little gar. I saw that fish come up. That's a cool little gar. Well, I like to have caught that. That was a cute little. That was an aquarium-sized gar. All right, let's try something here. See, that rock face is right there, right? So that back current right here, there's a truck right here. So let's get in here. That should hold pretty close to there. I'm trying to get as close as I can to that truck without getting snagged on it. I think I just bounced it. Yeah, I saw that rod pop a certain way. That's telling me I just ran into something. I might have a little bit too close to it that time. Wish I had my big rod over there, so if I get something real big on And that truck, I can get the sucker out of there. Uh, I got to get a fish on before I can worry about landing it. Like you might have a structure in a spot where the fish aren't, yeah, they're buried in it, and there's a way to get out of it, but they won't hit anything heavier that you can get them out of there. You got to get them on first before you can worry about landing the. That's a mistake people do, folks. They'll cast out there with heavier stuff right in the middle of all that structure, and they'll wind up sitting there all day. And I'll go in there. Yeah, I might break off a fish, but I'll land the next one. And these super light hooks and stuff we're using there. Now, if I get one on my big rod, that's got a big hook on it. I can just yank the sucker out of there. But smaller rod's got a smaller hook on it, so that pretty disintegrates pretty fast. Oh, look at my legs! I still ain't recovered from them rocks. Sheesh. Let's see, Carly FS. Let's see, Carly with the heart emoji, the hand heart. Let's see, Bambi says FS. Let's see, Root says, who's on first baseball? Announcer Mike. I don't know who's on first, what's on second. I don't know what's on third. I really don't know what's on third. Can someone tell me? Because yeah, that does not look right. Let's see, Bambi with laughing her butt off. Let's see, 14 people in and seeing 70 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Yeah, we're steadily making it to the 100 mark. Yeah, we're getting there, my friends. Yeah, those are just sat perfectly, folks. So that one, the closer rod, that is right off that ledge that I was telling you about. And that one further down there, that's off the other side. I don't think oh, she popped off there for a minute. And we're back. I don't know why that did that. Lost the signal there for a second. We're still in. Let me make sure she's clear still. Refresh that. Yeah, we're still clear. My daughter calling. I know what you I know what you're saying, Bama. Your daughter's calling. All right. Appreciate you visiting. Come back soon, Bambi. See, bass fishing. What's going on? How you doing today, bass fishing? Bass fishing with the MVP, the hello emoji, the explosion emoji, the fishing emoji, the 100% emoji, and the sunglasses emoji. How you doing today, bass fishing? This is doing good. Just got off work, about to go fishing. Awesome, my friend. I hope you catch some, buddy. No skunk for us today. We caught one like 7.9 pound flathead and about a pound freshwater drum. We're on our, as you can see, we're on our like more relaxing, more comfortable location rather than those rocks down there. Bass fishing says I'm going for bass. Awesome. See, yesterday I did go fishing for bass. Uh, what, caught 3, missed like 8. So they were exploding on that popper, and they were just blasting it out of the water. Put a spinnerbait on. I got one about 3.5, 4 pounds. Jumped 3 times and finally did throw the hook. And I had them blowing up at a buzzbait, but I couldn't hook them. They were grabbing on the end of it. I did get 3 of them. I mean, and it's exciting. Fairgrounds, when you get them on top waters, they're usually within like 3 or 4 feet of you, so it can be very, very fun. Let's see, Danny, what's going on? How you doing today, Danny? Appreciate you coming in, brother. Let's see, Danny says, have you running, Mike? Let's see, Danny says, we are watching a movie, brother. No worries, my friend. Miss Giggy time, I got you. Best Fishing says, yeah, they definitely eating here. The bite is on. I caught a 3.9 pounder yesterday off the bank. I'm taking the kayak out today. All right, my friend, good luck. They were in super shallow the other day. The shad have come up to the surface. And those little schools of shad, going by, man, anything imitating those suckers, they are pulverizing. Let's see. Denny says, yes, Miss Giggy time. Let's see. Denny says, how many you caught? Just 2 so far. One like 7.9 pound flathead. I did weigh that too, and a drum about a pound. Yeah, I had that pin because you were out. Now, if you want to pin up something else, Danny, you can. Yeah, it's something most people don't notice either, Danny. I usually don't do it. That's the reason why. It's all right. Let's see, 9 people in and 71 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. And thank you for the reactions, my friends. It helps out the channel so much. Yeah, we had a little bit of a push in the beginning of the feed because that flathead, it literally, I turned the camera on, Danny, and that rod went, Yeah, I just had the rod right by the bank, too. So that's how close that flathead was in. That's a nice flathead, like 7, 8 pounds. We also had a storm go by. Another interesting aspect to the live feed. I had to put the raincoat on for a couple minutes. Now I've been looking up and down this shoreline. I see some gar hitting the surface, a few smaller fish, and a few bigger ones out there a little deeper. But there's a snake. You guys can see that? Look at that snake trying to get up the current there. See him right there on the surface? Yeah, he's trying to get up the current right there. He's not doing a very good job of it either. He just seems to be going at about the same. There he goes. He finally started to make it out of there. Yeah, there are some bigger fish. I'm starting to see them out up by the surface out there deeper, but man, that is just. I could probably hold out there with a 2 ounce weight, but good luck getting my lines back in because that's Snag City out where those fish are. Because everyone casts out there, and there's tons and tons of uh like monofilament and braid and uh rope and all kinds of chunks of cars and yeah, a lot of debris out there. Yep, lot of crap. And I did give out. I believe I gave out 3 wrenches to our regulars, and I gave out a wrench to Rude because Rude, he's been a supporter of the channel since I began her. Yeah, that's as far out as I can cast, and I'm dang near down to my knot. And that is going to bounce something fierce. Nothing really I could do about that one. She's just going to have to drift fish down there. Hopefully a fish will go by her. It's got a pretty good chunk of worm. Every 10 or 15 minutes, it sounds like a pretty good plan of refreshing that out there. And I don't hear the granary going today either. They usually don't run on Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, they usually don't run. They take, well, they usually take Saturdays off too. So it was probably was shut down yesterday too. They usually run Monday through Friday. And I think I put together the right reel for this rod. Not too big, it's not too small. Hmm. That might have been some pop. Another little gar up by the surface. Get off me, fly. All right, folks. I mean, that is really far down there, but at the same time, man, that is like, it's like that. So that's held out right there in the middle. And we need to be about a foot lower because a foot lower means that that iron rock face is coming out over there. And that's going to push that current a little bit further out. That's going to make that kind of turn into a back current back here rather than a main current. We're close, folks. It's getting there. You guys can see the sand starting to come out. That's another reason why these fish come down here too, folks, because that granary it'll actually get too shallow down there. So eventually that water will get so shallow down there they'll leave that spot. And this is pretty much the closest really big back current they've got. They like holding it down here. Let's see. Danny says, "Time for a river monster." Let's see, Danny with the #1 trophy emojis. Danny says, "Definitely a good catch." Yeah, that flatty was a nice one. Let's see, Junior, what's going on? How you doing today, Junior? Junior says hi. Let's see, Bambi says, "Always under the bridge." That's why it's so scary to jump without looking first. Hi, Junior. Big catfish today. 17 something. Awesome, my friend. That's a nice one, buddy. Let's see. Junior says that's a nice catfish. Let's see. 10 people in and 72 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. We also caught one like pound drum as well. Yeah, we caught one nice flathead about yeah, and one pretty good freshwater drum. Yeah, sand. Yeah, that flathead got me slimed. How did he slime me? Oh yeah, because I reached down there and when I stuck my hand in his mouth, he did a death roll. Slimed me. If you're new to the channel, we guys are down on the mighty, mighty Mississippi River, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're down here in St. Louis, Missouri. And I do know, folks, we'll be heading down there to that grainer again soon enough. But yeah, give it a couple days between those runs down there because that is tough. That's a tough place to fish, folks. We have Dave. What's going on? How you doing today, Dave? Dave says hi. How's your day been, Dave? A lot of driftwood out there actually for dropping water. I wish it wouldn't have spilled on my coffee either. Oh well, I can get some more on the way back. And that's one thing about the steel cup. I can carry it without having it crushed in my backpack. See, Dave says good. Awesome to hear. We're doing okay. We've caught two, so no skunk today. Hope it's a bite on that close rod. I saw him popping it. Ooh. Come on, buddy. Yep, he's thinking about it. He's bouncing it. Ooh. I hate it when they do that. Because I know when they do that, they get part of the worm off, and I need to put more worm back on it and get it out there again. Yeah, we got our usual 70, 80 worms. Our first of our night crawlers are growing up, so I've got the first of them in here. Oh, that's a ooh hoo hoo. Do you see that, folks? Man, he was doubling it. He still got it, folks. Got him. Fish on. That's pretty good, folks. Whatever it is. Oh, that feels like another flatty. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Yeah, that definitely feels like another flathead catfish, folks. Oh, yeah. She suddenly realized she was hooked. Yikes! Hang on, folks. Let me see if I can turn this fish. Ah! Come on, Betty. Come up. Ah! Whoa! 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 Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to give her anymore because. Ah! Man, that fish took off on me. Man, it's amazing that 6-pound test don't break. Come on, girl. Stay up. Stay up to the surface. Come on, girl. Sorry, folks. I had to go on after that fish. Yeah, this is much bigger than the last one we got, folks. Because this one's really fighting. Yeah, that's fighting like a flatty for sure. With that head down. Man, my legs are shaking on this one because I know this one's got to be over 10 pounds. Yeah, that is such light line, folks. I'm working her way back up. Yeah, believe you me, I'd have kept on going if she wouldn't have stopped either. You'd be like, Mike, where'd you go? Oh, yeah, nice flathead. Yeah, nice one. Sorry, had to go after that one, folks. Yeah, of course, it's on our light gear. Boy, funny thing about flat is you never know where you've got them hooked. Oh, yeah, nice one. Yeah, that one's definitely over 10. Come here, girl. Yeah, that's a beautiful one there. Man, folks, that's just a beauty of a flathead. Oh yeah, that's a gorgeous one, folks. Right in the lip, Carolina. Right in the lip. And the only thing you can do when they take off on you like that is go after them. Yeah, I hooked them good too. Sometimes you can get them right in the wrong place, and these flatheads, the hook won't stay in them. Yeah, we're gonna do a measurement of weight on this one. The last one was about 8 pounds. I'm gonna say about 10 on this one. 9 or 10. Beautiful fish, my friends. Let me make sure I've got this on camera right, folks, because I want a good picture of this one. All right, folks. Beautiful fish, my friends. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, my friends. All right, our camera angle's right here. Set that up right there. Gorgeous fish, folks. Yeah, we're gonna do a measurement on this one. I'm gonna guess about 9 on this one. 9.5, 10 pounds. Yeah, we need to be just a little bit over. Man, I'm always off on the camera feeds. So, not the other way. I'll never get that right, folks. I'll never get it right. All right, folks, let's get a weight on this one. Hello. Wait for that to set. And that one's had a hook in it too before. Ooh, 9.4. Yeah. 9.4, folks. So almost 10. Yeah, they're getting up there, folks. Beautiful fish, folks. Let's get a close up for you guys. Yeah, that is a beautiful catfish, folks. That is a beautiful catfish, folks. Gotta love it, my friends. She fought her heart out, too. Yeah, she's got something big in her belly, too. Probably a pound carp in her belly. Look at the size of them whiskers. Beautiful. Yeah, I just saw that rod go pull once, held her, and she just doubled it. All right, girl. Ready to go home? There she goes. Bye-bye. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Gotta love it. All right, let me get these rods back out, and I'll get back to that chat. Man, that fish about pulled me down the river, folks. And believe you me, if I wouldn't have stopped her, I'd have kept on going. Now you guys can see how I can land these massive fish down here on this light gear, because I don't mind going after them. That was just a big gobble of little redworms, too. Surprising. I had nightcrawler on there earlier. They weren't touching it, but that little sucker, she hit that nightcrawler. But she hit them redworms. Yeah, I got slime on my line. Yeah, I had that rod double to the point where I thought that line was going to snap for sure. And you know what? There ain't no frays in this line at all. Wow. Must have got some good 6-pound tests last time. Now, sometimes you buy like light line and it's lighter than what you're supposed to be, and sometimes it's a little bit heavier. Man, you could feel you could feel that was a flathead because no mistaking the way that fish was just staying deep, slow head shakes. Question is, where'd I have that casted? You know what? I remember what I did now. I just cast her. That was as far down there as I could get, literally. I mean, I was about at the end of my spool when I cast her out there. Because this little reel doesn't hold but about 100 yards of line. I cast about half of it off. Yep. Check it out, folks. That little longer leader, that's what did the trick. That's one rod back out. Yeah, if I get any bigger than that on that rod, I'm gonna be in trouble. It's not just the fish, the strength. It's this current. That current's ripping that direction. So when he decided he wanted to go, all he did was turn his head in that current, and that current did the rest of the work for him. All right, that looks pretty good. And I know, why don't you cast your big rod over there? Because I need 2 ounces of weight to hold over there. This one, a half ounce of weight is holding perfectly. And these guys are very finicky of weights down here. Right, I can get my hands washed off here. All right, let's get back to the chat, folks. Man, we are having some fun today. Blue cats and carp in the other spot. Here, flathead and drum. And our camera angles are just, yuck. I don't know what is wrong with this thing being on a weird angle today. It looks wrong when it's right, and it looks right when it's wrong. Weird. All right. Let's see, what did I miss in chat? Let's see, Junior says nice. Let's see, Dave says good. See, Bambi says, yep, don't be mean, double tap the screen. Let's see, Bambi says, woo, get him. Let's see, that's taking him for a walk. Taking me for a run, more like it. Let's see, Chris says, nice one. Let's see, Bambi says, dang, hang on, Pap. Let's see, John C, what's going on? How you doing today, John C? John C says, nice, Mike, and with the thumbs up. Let's see, Bass Fishing says, nice. Let's see, Bambi with the prayers. Let's see, Chris says, took pictures, Mike. Oh, boy, that one's going to be a fun one when I get home. Hey, I got that camera set up pretty good, too. You guys saw me running down that shoreline. Let's see, pictures in WhatsApp. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, thank you. He just wants to show off me getting yanked down the river by a fish. Let's see, Bambi with the heart emojis, and Bambi says, yes, sir. Bambi says, woo. Let's see, 10 incredible people in. Let's see. And 70, 77 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. And let me replace that pin. There you go. Thanks, Bambi. Appreciate it. That's kind of crazy on that one. You guys can see how I can land in big ones though now. Like I said, I don't mind going for a run. Here, fishy, 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 come back here, fishy, fishy. Wait for me. Oh boy. See Bambi with the thumbs up, the good luck and the keep my fingers crossed emojis. Hey, it might not be the biggest one down here yet. Might be some bigger ones. Let's see Robert's going on. How you doing? Let's see. What did you catch that second flathead on? Just a big gobble of little redworms. Yep, just a big old gobble of redworms. Now, I did put the Carolina rig about a foot off the bottom, which means that spinning around in the current with that little swivel. Looks very lively. Thanks for coming in, Robert. Let's see. Chris says, Mike, you're fishing or walking the fish. No, I was running with the fish. The fish was run. Oh, never mind. Let's see. Robert says, nice, man. Hope you're enjoying the show today. Yeah, that fish made me dang near down to that bridge. It's like, oh, Mike, you never hooked a 100-something pound lake sturgeon and it took off down the river on you and you had to walk all. Yeah, you want to bet? Yeah, I was just in. I was just like, I'm used to it, folks. I've done that so many times in this spot. When the water's super low, it's just you can go right around the outside of that bridge rather than the inside. Kind of heart racing. I had that little noodle rod doubled over, didn't I? Let's see, Robert. Let's see, Bambi laughing her butt off. She got the number 3 crown. Awesome, Bambi. We might not be getting as big a fish down here as we usually do, but we're getting some nice ones. I mean, not the numbers of fish that we usually get, but we're getting some bigger ones. And thank you for all those reactions. I appreciate it, my friends. Helps out the channel so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. If you have, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. I think that was a takedown too, folks, because I saw that rod pull from over here. So I haven't seen a flathead takedown in a while. I've seen some carp takedowns, some blues, some channel catfish takedowns. Been a while since I watched last night for a while. Axon Jackson. He had like some live bullheads out there. I was kind of hoping he'd get one. That's weird. I was thinking about that last night, and all of a sudden there's a couple nice flatties show up down here. And those are just younger fish. Yeah, they commonly get in the 40s and 50s down here, the 40, 50-pound range. Now, hopefully, I hook one that size. It's on my other rod. Hopefully, please. Oh, bar rod again. That popped pretty hard. And that rod went. Popped her hard there once. How's our mic feed doing, by the way? Looking good. Yeah, more droplets of rain. That's a pretty good. I saw that rod from over there go dip hard once. It's possible something ran through the line. Let me find out. Yeah, that is way down there, folks. That's in that main current. So that's what that flathead hit. And that might have been what did it too. That we've got our weight still got with catfish slime in it. She needs to slide up and down the hook. Oh, there's one of my night crawlers. Woohoo! I knew I still had a few left. All right. Yeah, I kind of got those things on there so they wiggle around a lot. Yeah, we are just about down to the end of our spool. How far of distance I've got to cast with that. Should probably have used my medium action rod, but at the same time, that's got 10-pound test on it, so I'd still have to use like a half ounce or 3/4 of an ounce to hold down there. Probably 3/4 of an ounce. All right, folks. Let's see, Carlos, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? No Crocs down here, Carlos. Let's see, Bambi says, hey y'all, bites on. Yeah, word, that was a pretty good pop. I saw that rod pop pretty hard from down here. No, I just gave it one pretty hard tap. It's possible a fish could have been swimming by it, kind of bumped it, but I think that was a bite. Let's see, 14 incredible people in and 80 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Well, almost makes me want to cast that big rod off that rock face down there. It's a little far away though, because this is not getting anything here. I haven't been getting anything on this today. That first flathead was the only fish I got on her, and I've been biteless on this one. No, I did catch that drum too on her. Yeah, look at that current died down over here again. It keeps doing that where it keeps changing its. I almost want to throw her off that point down there, but man, that'd be a long takedown. That'd be like a 100-yard sprint down. All right, it's holding pretty good, and that's holding pretty good as well. All right. Yeah, I wish I'd have brought something besides coffee because I spilt all my coffee. 16 incredible people in it, seeing 80 thumbs up. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, thank you so much for those reactions. 4. Man, that's 5 live feeds in a row. I wanted to scroll and see if anyone else is on. They're all off. Oh well. At least the camera is pretty even per se. I think she's okay. I know this tripod does come with a level, but you know what? It's hard to tell sometimes if she's actually level or not. Like, that's probably a little bit better. Make sure the mic feed's still going here. Yeah, still going. I'm always paranoid about my mic feed because it kind of makes me feel dumb when I'm talking for 5 minutes and suddenly realize, yeah, oh yeah, the mic feed turned off 4.5 minutes ago. Oopsie. And you never know what's going to be biting down here on this river from one day to the next. Like one day we're catching carp, blue cat, buffalo. Next day, drum, flathead. I wouldn't doubt there's some nice channel catfish down here too. In fact, I pretty much count on it. They're usually easier to catch. I mean, people that they bring hot dogs and old pieces of chicken stuff down here. They're easier for anglers to catch, so you don't see as many of them. There's no little baby gar right up at the surface. Come on, big guy. I know you're down there. See, Gator, hi. It says Colt says Chris, hello. Oh, let's see. Amy with a shout out. It's a pretty good day, folks. Two nice flathead and a freshwater drum. Oh no, someone took your crown away, Bambi. Number 2. Oh, blame it on Chris. Yep, Chris took it away. Mean person. Yep, so much variety. And on the same basic techniques. I mean, we're using a little more weight down here in this spot than we were in our previous locations, but still pretty much the same weight, same baits. Let's see, Chris says awesome gator and laughing his butt off. Don't make me time you out, Chris. Oh, Gator says, send me your address after this live ends, Mike. Oh, okay, Gator, I got you. I thought he was, because he stole the crown from Bambi. Uh, Definitely do that, Colt. Nothing to do with you. As Chris stole the crown from Bambi. No, you're fine, Chris. You're fine. Just apologize to Bambi for stealing her crown. Oh, okay. Got you. You're good. Cicator's laughing his butt off. Oh boy. Oh, it's so much easier down in this spot. I don't have to fight the rocks to fight the fish in. Let's see, Bambi's laughing her butt off again. Let's see, 17 incredible people in it, seeing 81 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you're enjoying the show today. Let's see, Pierce says, you dang thief. Yep, Chris, you dang thief, stealing the crown from Bambi. It's okay. He already apologized. Like, I feel sorry, Bambi. I feel sorry. You're laughing his butt off again now, too. Here, fishy, fishy, fishies. See, Jose, what's going on? How you doing, Jose? Jose says hi. How you doing, Jose? Jose Philip. How you doing today, my friend? I got you, my friend. From the I'm not great with flags. Just ask Pierre. I still can't even remember the flag of the Netherlands, and I've seen it like 50 freaking times. Let's see. Chris says, Jose. Bent looking part. Oh, let's see. Bambi says he was talking about pole because of the bent looking part. Sounds painful. See, Mark, what's going on? How you doing today, Mark? How you doing today, Mark? How's work going? Mark says, might gloomy me out, but you're so positive. Hey, say hello to my landlord, folks. Let's see, Kevin, what's going on? How you doing today, Kevin? Let's see, Chris says hi, Kevin. We caught three nice fish so far today. Two nice flathead catfish, and a nice drum. Kevin says, good afternoon. Just got ready to see some beautiful fish. Yeah, we've caught two nice flatties so far in this feed, and one nice white perch, or commonly known as drum in the greater St. Louis area. Let's see. Bambi says hi, Kevin and Mark. 8 people in and 82 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. If you have, awesome. Yeah, I try to keep a positive, kind of a positive charge while I'm out fishing. Of course, caffeine does help. Let's see. Bambi says, or Mr. Lamont, excuse me. We knew who you meant. No worries, Bambi. How's our charge doing? Not looking good. This is a gorgeous view, folks, down here. If you're new to the channel, we're down on the mighty, muddy Mississippi River, down in St. Louis, Missouri. All right, folks, let's these rods again. I wonder what that is. Piece of something. Looks like a part of someone's bathtub. Very possible. It's very, very possible. Someone's piece of someone's bathtub. Little gunk on there, not too bad though. Put a couple more worms on there. That's our smaller hook too. Smaller hook, smaller rod, smaller weights. Seem to be doing the trick today. That's back. And wrapped around the tip. Here we go. Yeah, I can see the bottom of my spool. That's how much line I've got out. That's only about a 30-yard cast. No, actually, it's more like 50 yards where that one hit. Nothing on this one either. I just do not know what's wrong with this bigger rod recently. I just haven't been getting anything on her. Kamikaze! Kamikaze Fujiyami! All right, folks, that looks pretty good. It's going to be in very shallow down here behind us, but I haven't tried down there yet. Don't know unless you try. See 13 incredible people still in. Let's see, and 82 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Let's see, Chris says, I'm out. Have a good one, everyone. See you on the next one. All right, Chris, have a great rest of your evening, my friend, and thank you for coming in and visiting. Hope you enjoyed the show. All right, see you, buddy. Let's see, Bambi says, good luck. Are you on here too, Bambi? Okay, let's see. Here says bye, Chris. All right, I don't think we're gonna give her much longer, folks. I honestly didn't think we were gonna stay out here uh this long. We've been in over 2 hours and 40 minutes. Been a heck of a feast. I enjoyed being out here with you guys. We're gonna stay in a little bit longer, but see if I can get one more on here, but I'm not sure how these guys We got two big flathead down on that one spot. And if there's flatties down here, that's another reason why they're going to be keeping those drum away. Because those flathead will eat them drum. Let's see, Bambi with the thumbs up and the prayers. I think we're just going to give her another 5 minutes. Get her to 2 hours and 50 minutes. I think we put on a heck of a show today, folks. I really do. And I really want to see myself going after that fish on my live feed. I want to see it. I want to see it. I haven't got one of those to do that in a long time. And it's usually when I've got the camera angle pointed outward instead of inward. If Bambi said it was a nice fish, again, thank you, Bambi. I really do appreciate you coming in and staying in. Yep, 2:47. So we just got 3 more minutes to go. That seems like a pretty consistent number, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Didn't make 100, but it's all right. As long as my friends and family come in, I'm more than happy with my numbers right now, folks. People like complain, oh, I'm only getting 1,000 people in. I'm only getting 1,500 people in. Did your friends and the people you like to chat with come in? Yeah, be happy. That means YouTube's pushing you in the right place. If you're making decent, good content, people are going to come in and watch. Whatever your enjoyment is, woodworking, shoemaking, cooking, shopping, cleaning, mowing the lawn, get out there and record yourself doing it. And Junior says hi again. SCF, FR. Yes, sir. For real. Now I got it. FR means. That's been popping like, I know what that means. I know what that means. You have to forgive me sometimes about the LOL and the. I have to think about them sometimes. I'm not that young. I'm not that old either. 2:49. Besides, it's actually getting pretty cool down here. When I come down here, it was like 87, 88 degrees. It's actually kind of getting a little chilly. The sun went bye-bye. It left. Adios. It might be also that the lunar cycle's around. So we've got a full moon right now. And it might be bringing those flatties in. Let's see. Bambi says, great day. Thank you. You're very welcome, Bambi. I'm so glad you enjoy the shows. And for coming in and chatting with us, having fun. We are at 2:49 and 50 seconds. Let's counter down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, we're at 250. All right, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thanks all my moderators for coming in. Hope you guys hope you had a ball. I definitely did too. I'm hoping Cindy's gonna be on later on because she saw from flathead being caught. Yeah. Skip Deck Cindy sees a flathead caught, she knows. Mm. All right. Thanks for coming in. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm just gonna have my old good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your weekend, my friends. Thank you. Appreciate it.